G'day, I'm Ross Hopper and welcome to Maleny Dairies, home of Australia's best milk. Our family farm here, Dad moved here with his parents in 1948. Dad started his own little Guernsey herd alongside his parents, and then he eventually took over, and we're very thankful obviously with Dad having his L&D Guernsey stud. As you can see with these Guernseys in the paddock here, it's pretty neat. Back in 1948 it was hand milking, and Dad, I think, was only 5 or something like that when he was here, when he first started milking, and back in them days it was just obviously a cream. They used to separate the milk and send the cream to the local butter factory in Maleny. Before deregulation, Dad could see with deregulation coming that he felt that there was going to be a big shift in the market, and the price of milk he thought was going to come down.
That stage we're averaging 48 cents a litre, and our milk was going to drop to 26 cents a litre, and there's just no sense in farming at 26 cents a litre.
And he said it's not worth farming if us kids don't do something about it.
Actually, all the family pulling together, and we actually what saved the farm.
My wife and I, we built the milk factory.
So when Ross and I started the factory, we approached other farms in Maleny to see if they wanted to supply us with raw milk, as we knew the price due to the deregulation had gone down.
We wouldn't be dairying if we weren't supplying Maleny Dairies. Well, we milk 100 dairy cows all year round. And we also do tourism. We do farm stay, so we've got 4 farm stay cottages. That was our deregulation strategy. Now we're with Maleny Dairies, a local firm, a local company, and like I've known Harold all my life, Ross's father, who started it off, and it's really good dealing with people, you know. Performance standards that have been placed on milk in the last 20 years, like it's the most tested commodity you'll buy in the supermarket, and yet it's got the most demands and the least price. Milk's cheaper than water.
Milking time starts around 5 o'clock, so they'll get out and bring the cows in, rain, hail or shine, and obviously cool winter mornings and it's pretty dark, they're out there with a torch, but the cows, they know where they're going, they just wander along, and we can't rush these things, and we've got to look after our girls. What we operate here is a 15-a-side dairy in a herringbone configuration. Cows will come in on each side, and they get a portion of grain, and the operator puts the cups on down one side. When the cow finishes milking, the tick cups are automatically removed and ready for the operator to repeat the process on the other side. And then the cows are right to go out to pasture. The operator can see how many litres the cow has done each, and it roughly takes about 7 minutes a cycle, and we'll get up to 20 litres a day per cow on average. What the cow produces here is what we call raw milk, and from here it gets pumped straight into our vats that are stored on site. They're refrigerated to below 4 degrees. Every farm has refrigerated milk vats, and it'll be stored here for a couple of days until the tanker comes along and takes it back to the factory for processing. So with the amount of milk that we're processing these days, the tagger's got to do about 3 runs, and he can only fit on 28,000 litres, and he'll come back to the factory and pump it up into these 30,000 litre silos. We hold the milk here at below 4 degrees and ready for the operators to process it. Yeah, so it's a busy day. So there's 75,000 litres roughly that we've got stored here. The process operators will then got to divvy it up into their respective vats. We'll have our gold top and our red top and our blue top, and obviously, yeah, there'll be different vats for our custard as well and our yogurt. So we've got a busy crew happening here. Our 3 range of products that we've got a pasteurised only range, which is our gold top. We only pasteurise the milk up to 72.5 degrees and then chill it down to 4 degrees. So that's all that takes. What the cow produces is what you get in the bottle. It's just pasteurised. That's my pick. Our blue is pasteurised and homogenised, and for people who don't like their cream floating on top, so it's a full cream milk. But it's just homogenised. So what that does is it just blends the cream through the milk so it doesn't float. And then we've got our low-fat milk. All we do is reduce the fat to 2%. It's pasteurised, homogenised, and because of our the high percentage of Guernseys that we've got, it's a good, wholesome flavour low-fat milk as well, if that's what you're aiming for. So our cream here, believe it or not, it's actually a byproduct of our low-fat milk. So we encourage people to buy our low-fat so we get more cream. Our cream's that popular, we run out. And you can't just make cream, it's what the cows produce. And we just obviously reduce our full cream milk down to 2% to get our low-fat. Hence, this is where our rich, creamy, golden cream comes from. Our bottle blowing machine here, it blows 1, 2s and 3 litre bottles. So what we have here is a 40 tonne of little plastic beads, and the bottle blow machine calls for the beads and it heats it up and extrudes it out. And then it is bagged ready for use in the factory. And even in the corner here we've got our own cap machine as well. And it works on the same principle, but it's an injection moulder, and it injects a coloured cap. Depends on what brand of milk we're putting it on. The bottling crew are pretty busy in here, but yeah, with some automation that we've got happening here, they can bottle at about 12,000 litres an hour. And it doesn't take them long to get through all of this milk and get into crates and into trucks and on the road.
So each sample we take, we run a series of tests which includes butterfat, protein, somatic cells, antibiotics, just to name a few. After it's been pasteurised, we also do another series of tests before we release it to the public, just to make sure it's safe.
With all these milks that we've got in our products, we've won Oodles Awards, and yeah, it's pretty neat. And I don't know, it's pretty easy to win awards when you're not stuffing around with it. You know, you're giving them what the cows are producing, and you're bottling this. And yeah, and these awards are yeah, a bit of a. Oh, we're giving the cows the high five for this. Like, you know, they've given us some easy product to work with. So yeah, we had Australia's best milk 2 years in a row, like in 2017 and 18, and 2019 we won People's Choice Awards. So you know, it's you know, we got to thank our cows.
Hey, good morning, Whippy.
Jimmy, how are you? What, you ready for work? Oh, come on.
Even though Mum and Dad both died at 3 months apart in 2018, nothing's going to slow us down on moving forward. We're very grateful for the legacy that they've left for our future generations, and we're going to keep it going. We're very thankful for the people who support us and buy our milk. It's not our milk, it's Maleny milk, and it's a good local milk with all these awards that we've won. You won't be disappointed, and it's sort of pretty neat that we've got some decent cows, decent environment, and we're just putting some decent milk in the bottle and delivering it to our customers, and it's working well. So thank you.